Hello everyone, this is Monksy, and this is going to be a commentary where I bring a lot of news surrounding our team, surrounding me individually, and potentially affecting you. Subbing to our channel if you aren't already, make sure you do it. This is the really early stage of the channel, so you're going to be seeing a lot of explosion of content, so to speak, from our team. And I just want to explain a little bit about our channel. This is going to be the sort of central hub for the four of us. It's going to be me, Nath, Sam, and Steve. I'm going to refer to them as their first name just temporarily, but that's me. I'm obviously Monksy, Tech, Mohawk, and Bissell. Now, I think it's better if you get to know a little bit about our teams, obviously a bit more personalised, rather than just like what you get to see with a real team and just sort of known us by our gaming tag Elias or whatever. But yeah, this is going to be really the central hub of where we upload every bit of gameplay, all of our montages, which is going to be. I've got some big news on that as well. And it's gonna, yeah, and for future teams as well. The problem with the Team Foreign Pro channel was, given by the name, we couldn't continue to use it as soon as we left Team Foreign, and we sort of assumed it would last a bit longer than it did. I mean, we knew it was eventually gonna collapse because of the situations within Foreign, but we just, we thought keep going with it and just see how it goes, and it sort of brought a lot of exposure to the org that we didn't really realize was potential, and now we're sort of gonna use YouTube a lot more. But anyway, about the trailer for our montage, right? That's going to be coming really, really soon. Me and Mohawk recently attended Reflex 8. Now, obviously, we're going to have a few clips from that. I think I've played a lot more games than Mohawk, so I'm probably going to have a lot more clips. But Tech and Sam, Tech and Bissell, sorry, I'm really to get out of this habit. But they're going to have clips as well from online. So we're going to make a trailer for the montage, and Il is going to be editing it once again, which I'm so happy about because he did a phenomenal job with the editing in the last montage. And as well as the fact we're going to really focus on clip quality because the last one was sort of a bit of a trial, just sort of to see if we could do it. And Jake's clips were literally done in a day because of the data problems that we had early on in the game. But now we're really come to deal with that, and we've got a lot of clips ready. And they'll be a lot better than the first ones. Now, there are only sort of a few clips in the first ones that top players would have probably noticed as good clips, and we're going to be making sure that the whole thing is going to be that good. And obviously, Ill's editing will be up to the standard that it's always been, and as a result, it's going to be a really good watch. But I've got some even bigger news now. First of all, I've recently received my Media HD broadcaster, as I've already said. Now, this will essentially enable me and Tech, with the two capture cards in our team, we'll be able to upload gameplays ridiculously, like every other day, every day, depending on how much we get. And obviously, we're going to be doing this 30 bomb series, which should, in theory, mean we have a lot of gameplays. Hopefully, suggesting we get a lot of 30 bombs. But yeah, we should be uploading really regularly, commentaries as well as I'm going to be doing a review of the HD Media HD broadcaster. Make sure you stick around to watch that because I'm obviously not going to endorse a product that I don't think is good enough, and I'm going to obviously test this out, but I'm going to ensure that I sort of get every single aspect of why you should buy it or what areas it's particularly strong in. And I'm completely new to the capture card scene, so I'm going to be in the boots as many of you who are watching this, in the sense that it's like a whole new concept, and I can explain the difficulties of sort of setting it up like that. And there are a lot of people who are probably watching this who are electrical gods, sort of like Tech, who will probably just laugh at the prospect of setting up a capture card. But for me, that's like a whole mountain. But another piece of news, we're going to be joining the organization TCM, and this is absolutely huge for us, I think, because this is going to offer the stability that we need with our team. Because as many of you know, our team has sort of got the core 3 members, me, Tech, and Mohawk, and we've had 3 different 4th players now. We've had a bit of misfortune, so to speak, not in terms of placements. Now, we've always placed consistent with the 3 of us as sort of the backbone of the team, but it's sort of been substituted players left, right and centre. We had Daredevil for a bit, and then he went to Western Wolves, and then Jake came, and then he left or quit for a day and went to Flame Retardant, and now we've got Sam, and I think it's really comfortable for the team because obviously we're all on the same wavelength. We sort of all had different aspirations back in the older lineups, and now we're sort of taking our stride a lot more. And I think coming up to EGL 5, I want to make sure I got this right. EGL 5, yeah, that's the one. I think we're going to be really confident going into it. Having just played at Reflex 8, I think this game complements. I'd say it complements Tech probably the most from this team. I mean, I basically changed roles at Reflex 8 a little bit. many of you won't know that. Sorry, I changed roles at Reflex, and it was at the start it was a little bit rocky, and I didn't get used to it. I think that was probably one of the reasons why we suffered quite a lot to the Mythics game. If any of you are unaware, we lost that 3-0 in the winner bracket, but then we got knocked down to the middle bracket and just won every game until the Apex Grand Final from there. But I think I sort of struggled a little bit, like adapting roles, and then after that I sort of got comfortable with how the game plays at LAN. It's a lot more with an AR. It's very, you want to sit back, and SMGs you want to sort of get in the face, and obviously that's sort of the conventional way of playing. I sort of tried to be a little bit of a like in between, like intermediate, and it just sort of didn't work very well. And I think that's one of the predominant reasons why we won by comfortable amounts, because we played like a safe game. And particularly players like Torres as well, he played a lot of a safer game, and Excellence as well played a lot more of a slaying role than we'd seen in the past. And as a result, it sort of complemented the way this game plays on LAN, which for any of you who are unaware, is a lot more, you need a lot more balance. There's no overall, like aggression is not going to win at LAN, and Navri is complete defense, because you can't completely rely on like getting trampled on in the defense like sort of aspects, which we saw with a few teams who tried to sort of camp the one cap and then they got absolutely destroyed, or teams that were just all out aggressive and they had no balance, and as a result they got punished for that. I think you could argue Mythics are a bit of that team where they had overall aggression. That's probably because of inexperience with the pickup and stuff. They like trampled us with aggression, but then they tried on another Apex, for example, who had good balance, and then they just got destroyed themselves. But anyway, back to what I'm supposed to be talking about. We're going to be coming up to EGL5 here with our lineup, and we're going to be representing the org TCM. Now, I'm really looking forward to this event, and if anything, this has probably been one of the most comfortable I've been before events in terms of like where I stand on the game. Because I think if I didn't go to Reflex, I'd probably have a doubt of self-confidence in respect to probably myself and how I'd probably perform at events. But it sort of gave me a bit of rejuvenation of how online is not a fair representative, because we were getting destroyed. I'm not talking about my team now, I'm talking about Farrakha Dragons, but we were as well, my team. But online, it was just completely another case of what we were dealing with at LAN. Like, we lost to LLL in a online show match, 6-5. Now, if any of you are unaware of the placements, I think they placed 7th and we placed 2nd. Now, I'm not saying they obviously could have got misfortunate with the brackets. I believe they did. I think they got Epsilon early on, but even so, they just looked a better team and they won every single CTF online against us. Now, you'd expect that to sort of transpire over to events, and it just didn't a little bit. And I feel like that's sort of one of the factors that our team have got, like in case like in buckets load. I'm not saying like me in particular, I certainly haven't, but I'd say Nathan and Steve in particular are sort of the players that are going to step it up. I mean, we saw it like previous like EGL4. It's sort of the consistency factor they bring, and I'm sort of confident in that sense that we're gonna. I hope we're gonna perform well and do justice to our organisation. But I think the main focus of joining TCM now is just going to be for how long, because we really want to stay in this for like, as long as possible. The problem with foreign, of course, was there was one financial investor. It was a really unstable org because we were the flagship team. It was me, Dopes, Daredevil, and Black at the very start, and then it sort of transformed into me, Mohawk Tech, and Daredevil. And from then on forth, we were literally the only team for quite a long period of time until they picked up the VP brothers as Foreign X. And then they eventually picked up Warriors for about a 2-month stint, but that didn't really go too well because there were literally no events for MLG. So as a result, we were the ones bringing all the sort of exposure, so to speak. And during that period, there was like nothing happening in terms of foreign, and then it just sort of collapsed from the inside out. And now foreign as an org sort of ceases to exist a little bit. I mean, they're on the PC scene, but that's only like management teams and sort of community teams. But anyway, back onto TCM. I really can't wait to represent this team, org, sorry. I mean, I know they've got a great management team. I saw them at ECL3 when they played against us. That was a great game where I think we won 3-2 with me, Dotes, Black and Maxi. And yeah, you could see they sort of supported their team really well, and that's something like you sort of have to respect. Momentum is a big factor at LAN, and having like the management behind you and all that sort of shouting and camaraderie, whatever, etc., that will really help benefit us because we're quite a quiet team. So I'm really looking forward to meeting them at events, getting to know them a lot more, and obviously representing the org in general. And I think I also think it's great to see them back in the Xbox Call of Duty scene. I mean, they had a Black Ops team which was in the form of Slayer 1, Tommy D, and Adamsy. I believe two out of the four have now quit, but a case of misfortune, Tommy went on to join Apex, but before then they had an amazing record of teams in terms of they had obviously Dope's team, etc. And I think we can hopefully build on that in terms of the consistency factor, unless we sort of had a bad fortune of like joining, but I highly doubt that because we're all like individuals who can sort of step it up at events, I hope anyway. But coming into the future, just a quick reminder, so I've received my Media Broadcaster HD, so me and Tech can both now upload gameplays when I move house, which is a different story. We've joined the org TCM. We'll have a montage coming soon. EGL 5 is obviously going to go well, and the new series about the 30 bomb. Be sure to look out for them because this is going to incorporate every single member of the team. Now, I'm sure a lot of you wouldn't have seen a lot of Mohawk gameplay, and particularly Bissell, because I'm not even sure if he's ever had a video uploaded about him. There might have been like there's a COD 4 one actually. I urge any of you to watch a COD 4 one where Bissell is. I think it was Sabotage, and afterwards I couldn't going, oh, never do that again, lads, I'm shaking. It was one of the first videos I ever watched on the show, and after that I just like laughed hysterically about it, because I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Toby and SK, but it's absolutely hilarious. I urge any of you to watch that. But yeah, we're just going to be uploading a lot more content, and I think it's sort of opened our eyes a little bit how powerful YouTube is as a sort of source of media, and I enjoy watching all my videos back. Like my old channel, it had like 2 copyright strikes or something, and I didn't want to risk uploading like montages and then just losing everything and being back to square one. So I thought I'd just take the initiative and make a new one. But yeah, I really just look forward to watching them back because I watched one of my Black Ops ones back the other day actually, and I loved like playing Black Ops a lot more than probably Modern Warfare 3 and COD 4 and Black Ops. What's the other one? What's the crap one? Number 5. World at War, that's the one. And all the sort of in-between games, I didn't really enjoy playing them. But obviously Black Ops was my breakthrough game, sort of where I established like my first Deserto team, and where I attended my first event and my first like placements and stuff. So as a result, I've always enjoyed playing that game and watching it as well. And all the big moments that I sort of had uploaded, like EGL 4 London, the reactions and stuff like that. But I really can't wait to watch our trailer because it always does a fantastic job with editing them. And I urge any of you who haven't already watched the Team Taj to watch it now. The clip quality could definitely been improved, but the editing was top notch. And he's obviously going to go from there and just have a lot more new ideas. He incorporated 3D editing, which we haven't really seen in our community that much. But I'm just going to say thanks for watching this, and be sure to like this video. Hopefully I'll be getting hold of a camcorder to do the review, and of course like I'll try and do some like vlogs. Are they called vlogs, or is that just, yeah, they're called vlogs. And sort of add a bit of personalization to the channel, because other than gameplays and stuff, you don't really know much about us. So once again, thanks for watching, and be sure to watch out for the channel.